It's midday. Good afternoon. Here is the midday news on OGBC. My name is Emmanuel. Adebanjo first, then the items. Vice President Shaitima advocates stakeholders' collaboration to advance skills development agenda. First Lady has called for joint action to end malaria scourge. Vatican is making final preparation ahead of Pope Francis' funeral. The Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, has seen the need for stakeholders' collaboration development agenda of the current administration. He called on government, ministries, agencies, the private sector, and dealers to work hand in glove to drive the agenda. The Vice President made the remarks as chairman of the fifth meeting of the National Skills at the Presidential Villa, Abuja on Thursday. Senator Shettima emphasized the need for a unified national strategy to enhance the country's vast human capital. He noted that the demographic dividends accruable to Nigeria can be best maximized in the workforce and the youth are adequately skilled. The first this Friday in a statement issued by a media aide, Mrs. Busola Kukoyi, to commemorate this year's World Malaria Day, noting that Nigeria bears the heaviest global burden of disease. The wife of the president emphasized the need for all to continue to work hard to reverse the area ends with us, reinvest, reimagine, reignite as a call to action and a message of hope. According to the First Lady, the theme challenges Nigeria to renew investment in life-saving interventions, ensure increased awareness, and revive the collective commitment needed to end malaria once for all. Senator Tinubu also urged people to keep a healthy environment and personal hygiene in order to be safe from any form of illness. The Nigeria Governors Forum (NJF) has charged the nation's security agencies to confront the security challenges bedwelling the country frontally. This followed the worsening state of insecurity caused by increasing crime rate, banditry, kidnappings, and destruction of property across the country. The governors who gave the charge in Abuja on Thursday during an extensive National Council threw their weight behind the Chief of Defense Staff Innovative Security Initiative that would strengthen national and sub-national capacity for early threat detection and coordinated response. A communique by the NGF chairman and governor of Kwara State, Malam Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, made it that the forum decided to set up a subcommittee to work with the heads of security agencies to achieve set targets. The Ogun State government has reiterated its commitment to consistently prioritize the welfare of its retirees, stating that it has demonstrated this through the release of the sum of 6.7 billion naira to gratuities for retired public. The governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, renewed the commitment while declaring open the ninth quarterly general meeting of the Association of Retired and Permanent Secretaries, represented by the head of service, Mr. Kennedy Onosoya. The governor said the gesture was a show of appreciation to the senior citizens for the roles they played in ongoing actualization of the administration's Building Our Future Together agenda. He restated that his administration remains committed to maintaining strong ties with the forebearers of the public service, adding that he continually demonstrated a deep respect for the founding fathers of the civil service upon which he is privileged to build. You are listening to the midday news on OGBC 90.5 FM. Reports say the Vatican is making final preparations this Friday for Pope Francis' funeral as the last of the huge crowds of mourners file through St. Peter's Basilica to view his open coffin. Many of the 50 heads of state and 10 monarchs attending Saturday's ceremony in St. Peter's Square, who include the US President, Mr. Donald Trump, and Ukraine's President, Mr. Volodymyr Zelensky, are expected to arrive this Friday. The United States President, Mr. Trump has signed an executive order to expand the controversial but financially lucrative practice of deep sea mining in a bid to lock down U.S. access to critical minerals and metals beneath the seabed. The order, which President Trump signed in private on Thursday, seeks to jumpstart the mining of both U.S. and international waters as part of a push to offset China's sweeping control industry. President Trump stated in order that the United States has core national security and economic interest in maintaining leadership in deep sea science and technology and subbed mineral resources. The order directs the U.S. administration to expedite mining permits under the Deep Seabed and Minerals Research Act of 1980 and to establish a process for issuing permits along the U.S. outer continental shelf. China's top leaders this Friday pledged to step up support for the economy and oppose unilateral bullying in global trade in a varying review of FT tariffs presently imposed by US President Mr. Donald Trump. The world's two largest economies are engaged in a high-stakes tit-for-tat trade war that has shocked markets and spurred major manufacturers to reconsider supply chains. During a gathering of the Chinese Communist Party's top decision-making body, which focuses on economic work and attended by President Xi Jinping, leaders acknowledged that the impact of external international community to actively uphold multilateralism. Moscow has said that Ukraine may have to give up land as part of a peace deal with Russia amid a growing pressure from President Donald Trump to accept territorial concessions. Mr. Klitschko is now one of the most senior Ukrainian politicians to indicate publicly that his country may have to give up territory, although temporarily. The 53-year-old former boxing champion turned politician, however, stressed that the Ukrainian people would never accept occupation by Russia. He was speaking hours after a Russian missile and drone attack on Kiev that killed 12 people and injured more than 80. Russian President Mr. Vladimir Putin of Ukraine in 20, and Moscow currently controls about 20% of Ukrainian territory. On sports, second-placed Bayer Leverkusen could lose their Bundesliga crown if they drop points on Saturday at A Arena against visitors Augsburg. The champions 1-1 draw with St. Pauli last Sunday means they come into the weekend with 64 points, 8 fewer than league lead. 31 round gets underway this Friday, while Oystein Hill take on Mönchengladbach on Saturday. In other games, Hoffenheim entertain Dortmund, Freiburg travel to Wolfsburg, Leipzig take on Frankfurt, while Bochum host Union Berlin, and Bremen do battle with St. Pauli. Cooperate with the government in its quest to transform the nation. The effort is for to end the midday news. Another look at major items. The Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, at the National Council on Skills meeting in Abuja, advocated stakeholders' collaboration to advance skills development agenda. In a statement to commemorate this year's World Malaria Day, the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, called for a joint action to end the malaria scourge in Nigeria. You also heard that of mourners filed through St. Peter's Bazaar to buy his open coffin. The midday news was edited, Obu, and broadcast from OGBC Abeokuta. For exclusive programs and the latest news updates, website at ogunradio.ng. Follow us on Facebook at Ogun Radio Abeokuta. Also listen to OGBC